Good morning and welcome to Melzworld Live. I'm your host, Ramel Otis. This is the show that gets derailed because of the dopamine hit that is YouTube. Yeah. I apologize, 4 minutes late because I was watching YouTube. That's that's it. That's really what it comes down to. Uh, there is apparently a show on Netflix called Adolescence, and I know nothing about it, but I've already seen YouTube videos talking about it. So this is the second one that kind of picked up on it. But um, what is what I was watching was a YouTuber who was covering some British Parliament member or British government employee who stopped by a news station to talk about child violence or violence in schools or whatever it is. And the two hosts of the show basically they asked if she'd watched the show, and then because she hasn't, they just kept insisting that she should and that she should know. And this woman, her entire career is studying teen violence, children, and all that kind of stuff. Like it's her wheelhouse. And these two hosts who watched one Netflix series are attacking her like like she needed to watch it herself to get a better understanding of the situation. And that's, I don't know. I think the best way to think about it is, let me think. A movie, a fictitious TV series about a contagion, maybe based on true facts or true cases, but a dramatized version of a pandemic level event. And then they bring on a pandemic expert who's been studying diseases for years, and then getting mad at them for not watching the TV series. So I got sucked in. The dopamine hit was too strong, and I got distracted. So I apologize. But welcome to Melzworld Live. A happy Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We definitely had a lot of activity going on. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Okay, let's go. House, clean garage, freezers losing its cool. There we go. So I guess we're gonna move past this and say that. Actually, we can go ahead and close that out, and we can say new Frigidaire is being ordered through Lowe's. So basically, they've decided to send us an $1,800 refrigerator, which, to be completely transparent, if we were to divide 1,800, and that's on sale, I think it's usually more than that, but if we were to divide that by 600, that's 3 years worth of insurance payments. So that's pretty cool. I think that we've been paying First American for for about that long, and the fact that they've put us through hell for the first 4 months of this year for this particular refrigerator, which of course is the worst refrigerator of all refrigerators, Samsung. Which when you make this decision 7 years ago, you don't anticipate it to be a problem, but knowing that these things are supposed to last 10 to 14 years, it is disappointing. But that being said, they're going to send us a new one, so that's great. We still have to, you know what? I have the IHSS paperwork that received paperwork that needs verification of medication list. So I need to get that filled out and sent. That's very important that I work on that. Work. So Hungry World Farms, I reached out to Sam, I let him know the situation, and then it's kind of radio silence. Something tells me that there might be too much chaos in that situation to be a valuable service, right? Like I can put my 2 cents in on what needs to be done, but I don't think if there's any actionable responses, especially when it comes to buying things, I can't make any really solid moves. I mean, I'm sure his expectations are I need to go outside of the box and think of better ways to do the things that he needs to get done. But realistically, if he has a certain mindset of what he wants to happen and he has certain softwares that he wants to utilize it with, it's going to cost money. And because of that, I can't, in good faith, constantly pester him. Hey, if we want this, pay for this. If you want this, pay for that. With Coastal, it was easy. I could just send an email saying, hey, unless you have a problem with this, I'll just go ahead and move forward in getting, the thing that you need. You wanted the software. So we'll see. Right now, Hungry Farms is going to be, unless Sam reaches back out to me and wants my help, I don't know. We'll see. Epicenter, yeah, getting the way that I felt from Brandon last week, I need to kind of pump the brakes, slow down, not to say stop, but that's not where I need to focus, especially since he wants to meet monthly. That's a fucking monthly window to get back to him with any of the project updates. So I'm not too concerned with that. However, let's see here. The economy. Let's talk about Apple One. Apple One has offered me the opportunity to work on the 23rd and the 24th. Well, they haven't offered me. They put it out there. I responded, and we'll see where that goes. But there's a chance to work as, what do they call it? Fast data entry at convention in Del Mar Fair. Which, of course, if you look it up, it's a fair called the Electrical and Assembly Convention, which sounds like an opportunity for electricians and people that assemble things to go to a con and get drunk. It's cool. I'm sure there's millions of dollars being discussed, tens and hundreds of millions. Obviously, electronics and assembly is a big thing. I'm sure the big thing to talk about is tariffs, because a lot of those parts are outside of the country. So yeah, it'll be interesting if I get the chance to work there. But it's, when I worked at the mock juror, it was 4 hours. This could be potentially 16 hours of work, which, I'll take it. I'll take 16 hours of work. Okay, so that's it for work. Projects. Okay, so really the big thing is I really have to get through now. I have a week. Concert is on Sunday. We're leaving on Friday. So I have to learn HitFlow and BWA. So today I'm going to memorize HitFlow. And then tomorrow I'm going to memorize BWA. So that's Monday and Tuesday. And honestly, I'll try to learn everything, right? I'll just try to learn everything. Let's not do one thing, right? So on hold, I think I'm about 80% reacclimated to. Apples of My Eye, I'm closer to 95% reacclimated to. And then HitFlow and BWA, I just got to jive right in and get that going because that's really important. Anyways, yeah, so that's the goal. Get those 2 songs recorded and memorized. It's really important. Other than that, that's it for this. That's it for the stream. I don't think I have anybody here popping in, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But, yeah, Roman had Easter, which it's not Easter, but he had Easter. One of his favorite things is finding eggs and scavenger hunts, and Lisa's did a fantastic job to orchestrate the entire event, collect the things, and give him a very great core memory of his, 2025 Easter. And, we're not a religious family, so the fact that it's actually this weekend doesn't fucking matter. So it's great to know that he doesn't care, right? As long as he gets the thing done. And we don't care because we're secular, or non-secular. We're not religious. And so we look more towards the event of egg collecting, not the science of a rabbit that shits out an egg that Jesus comes out of. So not our thing. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Okay, that's it. That's everything I got for you, and we're still 2 minutes under, so that's great. Yeah. So the way that this week is going to work is we have improv on Wednesday. I'm gonna have to let Anthony know on Thursday that I have to cut it off at 9 because we're gonna be leaving at 4 or 5 in the morning. So really, we don't have a lot of time, is what I'm saying. We have to do, but once this concert's done, I don't know. I think I'm done with performing. I enjoy it. I'm good at it, but it consumes you, right? Unless I'm doing this on the regular, it is a very consuming thing. I have to dust off 8 years of rust. I have to shake off 8 years of rust to give a performance that I think has to be really good. Otherwise, I'm not worthy to be on stage with 19, 20 other people. And that means I'm learning a new song from scratch. And when I say scratch, I wrote the lyrics, but I wrote them like 8 years ago. But I have to memorize these songs. All right, I wrote one earlier this year. But yeah. In order for me to get on stage, I have to get these nailed out, and I have to perform them flawlessly. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow, and like I said, I hope I can get through. We'll see. I mean, I have today. I'm gonna go through today, go through it. Maybe hopefully get on hold up to 95%, 100%, and be able to do hit flow. You know what? I should eat the frog. I should probably do BWA first because it's a harder song, mostly because I don't care as much, and then I can do hit flow afterwards. So, all right. Thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for going to Melzworld Live. So let's go. Thanks and have a good day.